Hello? Hello, friends. Whoa. How is it going? I am so sorry that took so long for me to get here. I'm so sorry. I definitely shouldn't have hit live. When I hit live, I had more to do than I realized. And it took longer than I realized. And for that, I apologize, my friends. Let's get started. Oh! I forgot to post on Twitter. I didn't even, finish what I was doing. Oh, God. And I didn't set up goddamn TikTok. I don't think TikTok's happening. I don't know. Music seems loud today. I don't know why. Is it loud? Does the music sound loud? Is it loud? I don't know. Alright, let's just stream on TikTok for a bit. This shithole. After I post on Twitch that I'm live, because my garbage self didn't even do that. There we go. And posted. All right. Let's do the live thing. Unboxing. Fun fact, 2005, a man named Ronald McDonald actually robbed a Wendy's. That's delightful. Pre-con unboxing. We are gaming. We're adding live goals. If it would work. Whatever. Confirm. I don't give a shit. Gaming. We're not doing Baldur's Gate. We are doing Magic the Nerdening. And let's go live. In 1 second. Alright. So. The pre-cons came today. Dice, I will try to remember to check after stream. The pre-cons came today, and I thought it would be exciting for us to go through all of the damn pre-cons. So let's do that. Hold on. I'm so excited. So, first, we have... I'm not going to go in this order to open, just this order to show off. First is what I cosplayed and what Chris Mooney ended up coming up to me after, at the Clue after party in Chicago, after I cosplayed that morning at his panel, to tell me that he liked my cosplay and he didn't expect to see that character of all freaking characters at the con. And I couldn't help it. All right, so science. I'm so excited for this. I don't think you understand. I have never played with energy. I have always been interested in it. There's a little bit on Arena, but it's not something that, if I can't experiment with it, I don't want to dive into it. Food and clues were easy to experiment with on Arena, and I really enjoyed them, so I leaned into it. This is a different kind of mechanic that I'm not used to, but it's kind of niche, which I really enjoy just because I find it interesting and challenging to build those kinds of decks and try to make them work. So a deck like this, delightful little thing, is great. Got energy. So, fantastic. That's deck number 1. Science! Yes, I'm trying to line it up with the damn screen. Because I'm insane. Next, we're going to look at Mutate Menace. Delightful. I don't feel like this one needs explanation. The amount of people freaking out about Mutate Menace were infinite and delightful. Sultai Mill, frickin' delightful. Mothman. Oh, yeah, for the sake of lore, Science has, Dr. Madison Lee is in 2 different games. This is her picture from what she looks like in Fallout 3. She was not in New Vegas, but she returns in Fallout 4 as part of the Institute. Lamps? I have no lamps. There's no lamps in there. So yes. Mothman is part of Fallout 76. He's kind of a roaming cryptid at this point. I have no idea if I could kill him or not. I never have. He always disappears. He just flies away, does stuff. As far as I know, he's literally just in the game because it takes place in West Virginia. D&D? Fuck yes. Love D&D. I stream it on Thursday nights. Of the 2000s moth meme, y'all got any lamps? Yes, so. Got Mothman. Yes, I'm being insane and I'm trying to frame them. Next is the deck that all of my preview cards came from. Hail Caesar. Oh, when I tell you I lost my mind excited when I saw this deck. Oh, I honestly, like, don't get me wrong. I'm so excited to try Science. I never play Jeskai. I barely play these colors in general, especially white and red. Blue I actually play a lot of. White and red I really don't. I play more white than I play red though. So, like, this is also challenging, but because it has black, it's a lot less challenging to me. Anyway, I'm freaking stoked. I'm so excited. I got all of my preview cards from this beautiful thing. So this is what we're going to open first. So you guys can see me have a mental breakdown when I pull my preview cards and start crying. Also, I'm just saying, if anybody wants to send me a collector's box, I would absolutely die. And I would open the whole thing on camera. So, a Mardudu. Yes, I'm being crazy. Being crazy. Oh, well. And last but not least, the goodest boy in all of Fallout. The best boy in all of Fallout. No one compares to everyone's favorite companion, and if it isn't, you're wrong. Dog meat. I need you guys to know right now that I am gonna cry like a bitch this stream. I am going to be tearing up and fighting tears the entire stream, and it begins with dog meat. I'm just saying. Anyway, dog meat is Naya. I'm probably gonna let my boyfriend play this one, to be honest. Gozer, my boyfriend, absolutely loves Naya and Selesnya right now. I don't. The goodest boy. We're gonna open that one last because I feel like that's what we need to build up to. So first, I'm gonna open Caesar first. We're gonna open Caesar first. I'm gonna do Caesar, Science, Mutate Menace, and then the Goodest Boy. Okay? That's what we're doing. For fuck's sake, sorry. When these shipped, they shipped in a box that was small enough to make me think they were not all in there, but I forgot how big precons were, so there's that. Oh my god, I played for my snack from earlier. On the other side of my desk. I forgot to bring it downstairs. Alright. And a fucking Lord of the Rings precon just floating around. I've already cannibalized it for parts. I never even played it. I'm such a dickhead. Closer puts the D in D20. I'm also streaming on TikTok because they're insane. Yeah, so the Mardudu, let's go. Let's go. You weren't following on here. It happens. Only if, can I get 69 likes? Because nice. I won't ask for likes after that. I just want 69. Actually, the only likes I'll ever ask for on TikTok are going to be so it could get me up to 69 in whatever number it is. I do not know how to open a box. I do not know how to open a pack. I cannot be taken out in public and understood as a normal human being. Oh, look at a little pre-con box. Little pre-con box. Hail Caesar! Oh, 103. We hit 69 at some point, so nice. Thank you. That's all I wanted. I'm happy now. A happy bitch. Well, here's our little Fallout pre-con. I play all combos that touch Boros except red, white, blue. Yeah. That's how I feel about Golgari. Like, I really want to build a Mardu commander right now. I posted her the other day as an appreciation post, and I can't get her out of my head. Now I can't remember her name. She's a Warhammer commander. It was Zygriff? All right, little Caesar Bay. First of all, the little holographic Pip-Boy-esque little Vault Dweller boy. The counters. Sorry, I'm showing TikTok as well. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm already dying. Rad counters, because you know we're gonna need them. Let's look at this. What is this? Oh, we got our little life counter. Have a good night. Try living in Reading. What's in Reading? I know what's in Reading. So my boy. All right. Collector sample pack. I really want a farewell. I love that card so much. However, I need Nuka-Cola machines. So fingers crossed for a Nuka-Cola or a farewell. However, I will be happy with absolutely anything I get from this deck. So first, we got add. Okay, we got a vehicle. Recon Craft Theta. Enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 blue alien creature token to put a 1/1 counter on it. When it attacks, you proliferate. It's crew 2 and it's a 4/4. That's pretty cool. Oh! Okay, stop. This is immediately going into my Michonne deck. Immediately. Because he's the goodest boy. And that's my equipment deck. There's no, and I already have one of these in there, so it's not like I need to take something out. I just need to swap it. So that is delicious. This is gonna go in Sir Ginger with the proliferate. That's disgusting. The token doesn't matter, but the crew 2 is so low that this honestly is gonna be delightful to deal with. And it has flying. That deck cannot currently deal with flying. So Recon Craft Theta, I'm already putting these to the side as cards that are gonna go in decks already. What is this nonsense? What does it say? What does it look like? Ooh! I really want to do Caesar as a fucking cosplay. I really do. Got Commander Rules. Hail Caesar. Caesar and Mr. House are aligned because they have crave power and will do anything to maintain it. The aggressive ways in which they enforce their twisted notions in order of exemplify white and red. I don't agree. I do not agree with House being white. I just don't. He's Grixis. He should be Grixis. He's about control. Like, Caesar makes sense. He's a dictator. House is a mob boss. There is a difference in the application of control. But whatever, that is neither here nor there. I do not work for Bethesda nor WotC. I would have argued. I would have on that one. Not really. I might have. Autistic. Anyway. Oh, I just suddenly got so hungry. Inconvenient. All right. Let's start this because it's already 12:30 and I stream till 3, so we have to get off of here immediately. So first and foremost, we have Caesar. So, when you attack, you sacrifice another creature, and when you do, you choose 2. So already I want to put Negan in here. Whatever the upgrade is, Negan is going in here. Depending on how many legendaries, this might be where Dahada lives. Create 1/1 red and white. 2/1/1 red and white soldier creature tokens with haste, tapped and attacking. Or you choose 2. You could draw a card and lose a life. Jesus Christ, every time I attack, I could draw a card and lose a life from Caesar. And he's a 4-drop. And I hate that. And I love that. Caesar's Legion deals damage equal to the number of creature tokens you control. So if anybody wants to send me an anointed procession, please do. I'm so upset. I gave my boyfriend my second O'Hare talk right now. I swore up and down I wasn't going to use it. I just put one in on Pakal because I'm in the middle of building her because she's so fun on Arena. It makes me sick. I can't ask for it back. He put it in his fucking Kahira deck. He's so happy. I'm gonna take out the lands. I want to take out the lands. That's sorcery. Alright. Canyon Slaw. Clifftop Retreat. Dragon Skull. Alright, we have the, pay 1 to add 2 filter lands. If that's what they're called. Kind of filter lands. They filter a color. Myriad Landscape. Fucking rad. Nomad Outpost. Path of Ancestry. Tainted Field. Tainted Peak. Sick Terramorphic Expanse. This was the first card I've ever pulled in Fallout, and I legit started crying because Fallout 4 was my intro to the game. And this is what my character looked like. Because at the time, that's what I looked like. Um, so yeah, these lands are dog meat. These lands are so incredibly close to my heart. I think that's from 76. This is literally all of them. Mountain. Ugh, so good. So good. The cardboard Caesar. So I can have my little command zone. We got robot tokens, a copy, bunch of copies, soldiers, lots of soldiers. Oh, look at the warriors. Okay. Okay. Soldier. Soldier. Okay. So those are the tokens. Those are the lands. And this is our boy, in case anybody forgets. Can he live up there? Excellent. So we have Sneezer. And then we have the alternate commander, Mr. House. He's an artifact creature. Keep that in mind. So maybe Surgeon Jerk will go in here. I have 3 of her. If I roll a D4 or higher, create a 3/3 colorless robot artifact creature token. If I roll a 6 or higher, instead create a token and a treasure. Instead create that token and a treasure token. Boom, Academy Manufacturer. Where you at? We're going in. 4, you tap it to roll a 6-sided die. Plus an additional 6-sided die for each mana from treasure spent to activate this. So Dahada's going in the deck, and Negan's going in the deck, and I got it. I'm having a mental breakdown over a Mardu deck, which does not normally happen. I also had a mental breakdown about the Dahada deck because it was so friggin' fun, but I had to take pieces of it for other decks that I needed to not have proxies in. Anyway, so that's Mr. House. Hey, a Gary clone. What up, little Gary clone? What do? They got squad. When it attacks, each creature with named Gary clone gets +1/+0 till end of turn. Butch Deloria, Tunnel Snake. Mono black, human rogue. It's got menace. When it attacks, it gets 1/1 till end of turn for each other rogue and or snake you control. Put a menace counter on another target creature. It becomes a rogue in addition to its other types. Hapatra comes to mind. And I need to update her because it's been so long. Hey! What is up, nerds? How's it going? Jarvis, hi, Rebel. How's it go? Oh my god, I have no fucking voice. How you doing, hon? How's it going? Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm trying to give you a shout out and my keyboard is under my desk at the moment. What is up, Raiders? For those that don't know, I'm Brouhaha. I'm a mess. I'm a late night streamer for a reason. I'm a Magic streamer with D&D on Thursdays and some Baldur's Gate after that to keep on the D&D theme. Yeah, that's about it. I host a series called The Salt Factory where 4 people play the same commander against each other. Everybody builds their own decks, but we all play the same thing. The next one is going to be Ragavan, and yes, Veggie Wagon will be in the pod. So that's a good time. So we got Butch Deloria. That's delightful. I'm gonna put my legend here. Oh shit! Oh shit! What up? How are you? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Oh my goodness. Welcome, Raiders. Hey, Locke. Hello. Oh my goodness. I'm a little overwhelmed. So many people just came in. That's friggin' awesome. So what's up? Hi. I hope you had a great stream. What did you play? How was your night? For those that don't know, my name is Brouhaha. I am a streamer full-time here on Twitch. I focus on Magic the Gathering, and I also stream D&D on Thursdays, followed by Baldur's Gate to keep on the theme. I run a series called The Salt Factory, where all 4 people in an EDH pod play the same commander in decks that they've built differently, and we see who's the most annoying. The next one is coming up in 2 weeks. It is Ragavan. So that should be a good time. That should be a great time. And I do it once a month, sometimes a few more times a month. And April will be Azusa, so you can check that out on YouTube if you're interested. And shameless plug, I am sponsored by a few people. First being G Fuel, second being Andrew Thompson Art. And if you go to all my links, I also have a CBD sponsorship that you can get a discount on if you are into holistic medicinal chill time. CBD, not THC. CBD. Was doing ladder and standard. Kind of wasn't feeling digital magic tonight, so I ended the stream a bit early. I hope you're having a good stream. It's great. I was just on EB Shiny stream playing EDH, and I got my ass kicked. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Coven, my new initiate. And now we're just going over the Fallout precons. I got them all. They're all here. They got here. I'm very happy. We're going through Caesar first because I had 3 preview cards. Vomit, excitement. And this was the one all of my cards are from. So I might break down crying. You guys are going to see me be emotional. Fallout is incredibly important to me, and it is my all-time favorite video game series. I am very serious about my love for this game. That being said, we pulled a Gary clone. We have Butch Deloria Tunnel Snake. The alternate commander is Mr. House, who I argue should be Grixis, and I do not agree that it is a Mardu. You're gonna watch Fallout TV show? I will consider a Prime subscription, which I don't want to do, simply for Fallout. I will literally compromise my values to watch the Fallout series. I'm just saying. Or my boyfriend will steal it from me, which is more likely. Anyway. Ruthless Radrat's got Squad. You exile 4 cards from your graveyard as an additional cost to cast a spell. Cool. And it's got Menace, and it's a 2/2 for 3. All right. Craig Boone. He is from Fallout New Vegas. He lives in a giant dinosaur. You just use VPN and Plex server. That's exactly what we're gonna do. He's got a Plex server. Oh, I just remembered I have Gatorade. That's very exciting. I'm a thirsty bitch. I'll be lurking. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much for the raid. That's freaking rad. Tiny streamers like me seriously appreciate the support. And thanks for everyone who came in to the raid, even if you left basically immediately. That pop of people coming in is great for people's stats. So for people like me who really, really, really want to be a partner, it's taking forever. I'm doing my best. Anyway, Craig Boone, he's Boros. Oh, he's got reach and lifelink. I like that. I like that a lot. 1 for my baby. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, put a quest counter on Craig Boone. Immediately, I'm like, Animpakal. When you do, Craig Boone deals damage equal to the number of quest counters on it, up to one. Oh. When you do, Craig Boone deals damage equal to the number of quest counters on it to up to one target creature, unless that creature's controller has Craig Boone deal that much damage to them. What? I'm sorry, I literally don't know what I just read. When you do, okay, so you deal damage. Okay, so you deal damage equal to the number of quest counters, but you can do it up to one creature. Unless the controller decides to take the damage instead. Not that you would instead punch them in the face. It would be redirected, which I'm assuming that still would engage lifelink. Right? Whatever, I don't care. We'll figure it out. Okay. Sorry, I had to fix that. All right. So that's Craig. Hi, Craig. We're going to put our legendary creatures up here. Legate Lannis, Caesar's Ace. This was the one people were like, I'm not going to do math. And the thing is, you will be making opponent get rid of at least one creature per turn. And that's great. Because a third of one rounded up is going to be one. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices, or a tenth of the creatures they control rounded up. When an opponent sacrifices a creature, you put a 1/1 counter on Legate Lannis. I don't know how I feel about it. I kind of want to build it because it irritated people. Like, I don't feel like that's a thing I should do, but it's something I want to do. White Glove Gourmand. Enters the battlefield, create 2 white human soldiers. Beginning at end step, if a human died under my control, I create a food token. So, Charisma Bobblehead! I know, but it's also super on theme. So, Charisma Bobblehead adds a mana of any color. Already, I'm friggin' in. And for 4, you create X 1/1 white soldier creature tokens, where X is the number of bobbleheads you control, and you activate only as a sorcery. You better bet every single bobblehead I have is gonna go in Ginger. And I know it's add mana of any color, but when it's a generic... Wait. Does add mana any color still work in a colorless deck? Because if it's any color, you can literally add any color. So I could just keep adding red for no frickin' reason. Like it should. Katie Combat, open a serialized one? No? Why? That doesn't make any sense to me. It's a colorless artifact. And you can tap it for any color in any color deck. Why can't I do it in colorless? That annoys me because I want to do bobblehead madness. So now I'm gonna have to build a... I guess now's a good time to build Feldorn. Feldorn bobbleheads, let's go! The Luck Bobblehead. Roll X 6-sided die, where X is the number of bobbleheads. Create a tap treasure token for each even result. If you rolled a 6 exactly 7 times, you win the game. I love that. That's gonna be like, when are we pulling that off? Probably not a lot. Oh, you misunderstood my question. What? No need to apologize. Wait, so am I right? I'm such a bad Magic player, I swear to God. I swear to Goddess. You could tap it for like red mana, you said, but I don't know what that does for you. I mean, it's a generic mana cost, so colorless doesn't require colorless mana to cast. So if I can tap it for any color, then, well, then I can technically pay with any color. At least that's how I'm understanding this. Like, I don't see a reason why not to, but it does feel weird. Anyway, Surginger bobblehead deck. I'm into it. I am into it. I'm gonna put permanence up here. I like organizing by that. Like permanence on one side and, you know, sorceries, instances on the other, but like also lands and planeswalkers. So we got Luck bobblehead. Survivor's Med Kit. Choose one that hasn't been chosen. It's 1 and tap. You draw a card, create a food token. Target player loses all rad counters. Okay. Sacrifice Survivor's Med Kit. Huh. Needed specifically colorless mana for your deck, but that's not the case. Yeah, that does seem to be like where people default is that you would need colorless mana, but I don't... There's no reason, in my opinion, why that would be. So Survivor's Medkit's cool. Impassioned Orator. Oh, an Impassioned Orator! Sick! That's really good for my Abuelo deck, which is suffering because I have like no ETBs, and the ETBs I have are so singular that it doesn't matter. Like I have no other life gain ETB. It's kind of a mess. It's kind of a mess. Sorry, I have like a little... It feels like a bruise. Me. So that's cool. Creature tokens you control get 1/1 and have vigilance. That's great. Oh my god. Anim Kapa. Anim. It's going in Anim. I have like 10 copies of this card, so that's great because I got them in Eldraine. Alright, enchantment. Another enchantment. Bastion of... I love this card. Bastion of Remembrance is so fun. When it enters the battlefield, you create a creature, human soldier, and then whenever a creature I control dies, each opponent loses a life and I gain a life. I love murdering. I love aristocrats, so this is delicious. Deadly Dispute. Okay, love that. I feel like this is the underground like fight bar in Fallout 4 that I've never been able to find again in a single playthrough, and I don't know why. Put that there for instances. Whenever one or more other creatures die, draw a card. This ability triggers once per turn. Morbid Opportunist. Okay. Okay. Human Pirate. Oh, Pitiless Plunder! I gotta stop yelling. I want to put this in Raphael. Because that's supposed to be hella aristocrats. It's not going well. It's not going well. It needs tweaks. Ooh. Legendary humans you control have indestructible. Go Rose. Exile target card from your graveyard. If it was a creature card, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Delightful. Heroic Reinforcements. Create 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens till end of turn. Creatures you control get 1/1 and gain haste. Alright. That sounds like fun in Boros. Some Boros bullshit. Organize myself like a weirdo. Caesar Man. Oh, wear and tear. I like wear and tear. I'm a fan of that card. Oh my god, look at the arcane signet. Ugh. It's just garbage. It's just junk. Oh, it's a ring. It's the wedding ring from Fallout 4. Any of them that are from Fallout 4 are gonna make me cry because, like, that was the game. That was the game. We got a Skull Clamp reprint, and I did not realize we were getting a Skull Clamp reprint. Oh my god. I want to put that in every deck I've ever owned. Sol Ring, we already knew what this one was like. Fucking perfect. Fucking perfection. Fucking flawless. Although I am actually surprised that this was not the wedding ring, or that wedding ring wasn't reprinted to be the wedding ring. I'm just saying, I would have been okay with that being a thing. Would have been fine by me. So that's our Sol Ring, Talisman of Conviction, Talisman of Hierarchy, and Talisman of Indulgence, of course. Oh, we got more lands. We got an Ash Barrens. Our command tower is from Fallout 4. Oh, no, I lied. It's from Fallout New Vegas. It's a Lucky 38. It's one of the casinos. Ash Barrens. I'm like 90% sure that this is Fallout 4, but it could also be 76. They look very similar. Evolving Wilds. That's Fallout 4. Memorial to Glory. I legitimately don't know what that is. All right, those are more lands, so we can put those in the land section. All right, we got another legendary creature. Aradesh the Founder. It's got Enlist. Whenever a creature you control attacks, if it is enlisted, a creature this combat, the creature that attacked this turn, or the creature that attacked gains double... Whenever a creature you control attacks, if it enlisted a creature this combat, the creature that attacked gains double strike until end of turn. If that creature's power is 4 or greater, draw a card. All right, so if you have enlisted something, you get benefits. That's it. Enlist is when a creature attacks, you may tap a non-attacking creature you control without summoning sickness. Okay, so tap an untapped creature without summoning sickness. Add its power to this creature or whoever is enlisted till end of turn. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I don't want to think about it. It's too late for me to think about that. Oh, Battle of Hoover Dam. This is New Vegas. This is an enchantment. So when it enters the battlefield, you choose NCR or Legion. At the beginning, if you choose NCR, you return a creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. That's delightful. And if you choose Legion, whenever a creature you control dies, put 2/1/1 counters on target creature you control. I would just spam that on my commander, as you do. So that's fun. Overseer of Vault 76. What up, girl? Whenever Overseer of Vault 76 or another creature with power 3 or less enters the battlefield under your control, put a quest count. This is going in on it. I don't even need to risk. You're either risk. At the beginning of combat on your turn, remove the quest counters. Remove 3 among permanents you control to put a 1/1 on each creature you control. They gain vigilance until end of turn. I'm okay with that. That sounds delightful. Securitron Squadron. Artifact creature. He's a robot type. So robots have made a comeback. It is a type again. You can build your Robotkin deck, I hope. It's got vigilance, and creature token enters the battlefield under your control. Put a 1/1 counter on it. These are just all going to end up in Anim Pakal. Anim Pakal is going to be like half normal Magic cards, half freaking Fallout. Like, oh, we got Sierra, Nuka's biggest fan. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, put a quest counter on Sierra, Nuka's biggest fan, and create a food token. And whenever you sacrifice a food, target creature you control gets plus X until end of turn, where X is the number of quest counters on Sierra. Bet. Mardu Humans deck from 2020. It's still my pet deck, though none of the cards are the same, and I play Tyrannus. Oh, okay. Exile all cards. Exile all creatures with power 4 or greater. Okay. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Yes, man. Personal Securitron, legendary artifact creature, another robot. He's mono white. Target opponent gains control of this card, and when they do, I draw 2 cards and put a quest counter on him. I activate only during my turn, and when he leaves the battlefield, its owner creates a tapped 1/1 white soldier creature token for each quest counter on him. Okay. Interesting. That's an interesting card. That's choose any number of target creatures with equal toughness and destroy the chosen creatures. Yes, look at that. The VATS is delightful. It's just fucking home run. I don't know why. Hold on. My camera is so wonky color-wise, and it doesn't look like that on my computer. On my OBS. At all. Sorry, I'm like trying to white balance better. It's not getting better. Oh, that's better. I think. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully that is better. I think that looks better. All right, VATS. Anyway, so that's VATS. That's an instant. Ooh, that's an instant. Oh my God, it has split second. Holy shit. Okay, I didn't notice that. I forgot about this card when this came out. I completely friggin' forgot that this was a thing. 100%. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Wasteland Raider, it's got Squad 2, Human Mercenary, enters the battlefield. Each player sacrifices a creature. That sounds like my kind of shit. Mysterious Stranger! Human Rogue, he's mono red. He's got Flash, 2 generic, 2 red. He enters the battlefield for each graveyard with an instant or sorcery card in it. Exile target instant or sorcery card from that graveyard. If 2 or more cards are exiled this way, choose one at random and copy it. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Powder Ganger enters the battlefield. Strive to 1 target artifact. That's fun. He's got Squad 2. He's 3. Hey, Rose, Cutthroat Raider. Mono red, first strike at the end of combat on your turn. If you attack this turn, create a junk token for each opponent that you attacked. Okay, so junk tokens are artifacts. When you sack them, you tap and sack, and you exile the top card of your library, and you may play that card this turn, activated as a sorcery. But whenever you sack a junk, you get 1 red. The red players did not need that. They did not. The fact, is that a rare or an uncommon? Oh my god, I thought it was an uncommon for a second. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Rare minimum, and even then, argument for mythic. Only because I'm scared and a wimp. All right. When this dies, you create a junk token, thrill, kill, disciple. Skip your draw step. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play cards those turn. If only I cared enough to have a Prosper deck. I feel like that's an interesting choice to put. Ah! Sorry, my roommates are asleep, and I keep forgetting they're home because they were gone for like a week. So Boomer Scrapper, this was one of mine. This was one of my preview cards. You get when you attack or it enters the battlefield, you lose a life and make junk. And then when a token leaves the battlefield, you put a 1/1 on them. So this will be fun in like most of my decks. Colonel Autumn. He's got lifelink, exploit, legendary creatures you control have exploit. All I could think of is we're going to see so many Lord of the Rings bullshits come out right now for this commander. Whenever a creature you control exploits a creature, you get +1/+1. Okay, so exploit, and that's disgusting. Yeah, I'm crying. This was one of mine. I cosplayed for my stupid little video, which I was in for all of 2 seconds. When I played Fallout 4, my first playthrough, and I got raided. I got a great raid from first from Jarvis Moonbeam, and then from Jaffer. So yeah, I'm having a good night. When I first started playing Fallout, I played Fallout 4. I befriended every faction just because I wanted to see what they were all about before I made a decision, because that's how I am. And I ended up choosing the Railroad. I'm gonna cry. I ended up choosing the Railroad. So when WotC emailed me the cards that I was going to be previewing, sobbing. The fact that I got preview cards was astounding to me, but what's even crazier to me is that I got her. She was the card I got. Like, I'm legitimately crying. That is like, this means so much to me. So I also spoke to Chris Mooney about this card. This was one of his. He's one of the card designers at WotC. He was at MC Chicago, and he's the most personable guy. So he was just running around getting to know everybody. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Coven Initiate. So she is Boros, Human Rogue, Vigilance. I love all of that for her. Boros made perfect sense to me. She's probably an Aries. When she attacks, target creature card in my graveyard that's an artifact or that has mana value 3 or less gains escape until end of turn. The escape cost is equal to its mana cost, plus exile 2 other cards from your graveyard. And escape is you may cast it from your graveyard for its escape cost. So escape is just you can cast it from your graveyard. That's what escape is. Escape is a older mechanic that was brought back for this set, for this card. If you don't know, Desdemona is the leader of the Railroad. The Railroad is dedicated to basically smuggling out these AI robots who are so intelligent they have formed feelings. They can fall in love. They are completely human without being human. So the only thing they can't do is feel physical pain. So the institute that's creating them all is essentially keeping them as like labor, and they're a lot of them are trying to escape because they're sentient enough to know that what they're doing is not okay. So your son, because that's the plot, your baby got stolen, you're looking for your baby, but there's a lot of cryogenic freezing going on, so your baby's now a 60-year-old man. Your son is in charge of the institute. If you choose the Railroad, you have to kill your son. And I did. I killed my son to fight with Desdemona and free all the Siths. So, yes, you just saw me cry over a Magic card. The last time I did that was Abuelo. And I just played Abuelo tonight, and it just stagnated, and it was terrible, and I was so sad because it was doing fine until it wasn't. Anyway, Desdemona Freedom's Edge. This card means the absolute goddamn world to me. Yeah. Elder Arthur Maxon. Creature tokens you control have training. Ew. Ew. Blind Betrayal, sacrifice another creature, and this asshole gains indestructible till end of turn. Oh, fuck, it's Kellogg. So speaking of Fallout 4, this is the man who steals your baby. So you're in a cryogenic freeze, right? You choose the wife or the husband that you can play, and then your spouse, whomever you're playing, your spouse takes the baby and is holding the baby in the cryogenic freeze with him, which... don't think too deep about it at all. Anyway, at some point, you're thawed out and you wake up, and so is your spouse and the baby. And your spouse, their pod is opened by this dude and like 2 others. And they kill your spouse and steal your baby. So you end up being refrozen. And about 50, 60 years later, the pods, the cryogenic pods, oh God, my forehead just stays if I push it. That's so, does it stay up if I push it? Oh my God, I'm getting old. Anyway, wake up 50, 60 years later, and you're on a mission to find your baby. You have no idea how old he is. You just find out you're 250 years after the apocalypse, which is wild. Yeah, so you're on a mission to find your baby. He's got your baby. He's Rakdos. That makes sense to me. He's a human mercenary. He's got first strike and haste. Ew. And when he attacks, I create a treasure token. That's disgusting. Maybe I will be, building Negan after all. I have to anyway. Sacrifice 5 treasures, gain control of target creature for as long as you control Kellogg. Yeah, I don't know why they want Tejada and Negan to be so strong. Nah. Ooh, okay. That's a thing. McCready! Yeah, I don't love that. But McCready's great. Human advisor. Uh, whenever a creature you could, or whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, it gains Skulk to the end of turn. Ah, yes, Return of Skulk. Give me that shit. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater attacks, a controller loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. And this was my third preview card. This is from Fallout New Vegas. I forget the guy's name who won, but the Nipton Lottery is it's from Fallout New Vegas. Nipton was a town that Caesar and the Legion, which is Caesar's bitches, took over and murdered everybody. But to get out of the massacre, they hosted a lottery. The winner was let go completely. The person who came in second place was allowed to live, but had their legs broken. And then the third place person, I think I don't remember, but it was worse. And then everybody else was murdered. So 3 people got to live, but they were punished. And the whole reasoning behind it was because they were all sinners. There are literal crucifixions and bloody bodies everywhere in Nipton. So this is the guy who won. This is one of my favorite board wipes. Choose a creature at random. Not that you control. Any creature at random. You gain control of that creature till end of turn. Okay, untap it, bet. It gains haste until end of turn. Then destroy all other creatures. So you grab control of a creature, you untap it, it gets haste, you board wipe, except for the creature that you control now. Now granted, it goes back to its owner at the end of turn, but you own it. Could you imagine stealing somebody else's commander to hit somebody else for enough commander damage to kill them? That would be very funny, and I would play this in the hopes of being able to make that happen. Paladin Elizabeth Taggarty. Human Knight. She's from the NCR. Whenever Paladin Elizabeth Taggarty and at least 2 other creatures attack, draw a card. And you may put a creature card with meta value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking, where X is Paladin Elizabeth Taggarty. You're gonna see this in one noted X. And this is I'm gonna absolutely cannibalize this deck and rip it apart for Anin Pakal, and then I'm gonna take the rest and put it in Negan, because I have needed to build Negan for a very long time for a deck build series that I have not even started. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the coven, my new initiate. Blah! I created a mess. Everything's a disaster. All right. Vault... I gotta move faster. We got 3 more decks. Vault 11, Voter's Dilemma. Oh. Each opponent creates a 1/1 white human soldier token. Each player secretly votes for up to 1 creature. Then those votes are revealed. If no creature got votes, each player draws a card. Otherwise, destroy each creature with the most votes, or tied for the most votes. All right. EDE, Lonesome Eyebot. Legendary artifact creature token. It is a robot for those looking for robots for their robotkin. It's got flying. And EDE, my love. Whenever you attack, if the number of attacking creatures is greater than the number of quest counters on this guy, put a quest counter on it. And then for 2, you sacrifice him and draw a card, and then draw an additional card for each quest counter on him. Huh. That's fun. I like that. All right, Desolate Mire. Here we got another land. Ooh, Diamond City. A new land. Enters battlefield with a shield. Flawless. You add a colorless. You move a shield counter from Diamond City onto target creature. Activate only if 2 or more creatures enter the battlefield under your control this turn. I so badly want to put this in Indominus Rex, but it's colorless mana and I need lands for Sir Ginger, so it's gonna go in Ginger. Captain of the Watch, Vigilance. Other soldier creatures you control get a 1/1, have Vigilance. Gross. White Captain of the Watch enters the battlefield. Create 3 1/1 soldier creature tokens. At least she is a 6-drop. Mono white. Entrapment Maneuver. Target player sacrifices an attacking creature. You create X 1/1 white soldier creature tokens where X is that creature's toughness. Alright, so sack an attacking creature and create tokens. That's fun. That's a good time. Destroy all non-token creature. Board wipe. Hour of Reckoning. It's got Convoke. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. It's 2 board wipes. Keeper of the Accord. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, if that player controls more creatures than you, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, if that player controls more lands than you search a library for blah, 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 blah. So if a player controls more creatures than you make a token. And then you could search for a plains. Alright, multi-kicker. Creatures you control get 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, return up to X target creature tokens from your graveyard. Or X, oh my god. X cards, creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Or X is the number of times the shit was kicked. I'm so tired. Oh! Alright. This is essentially, I can't think of the fucking name. It came out in the Phyrexian set. Create X 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. If X is 5 or more, destroy all other creatures. 3 board wipes. 3. Create X 1/1 white warrior creature tokens. That's delightful. That's an instant. Black Market! I've been dying to build a Sheoldred deck. I've also been dying to repiece my Bontu deck together, so that's gonna end up in one of them. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Each creature that convoked lethal scheme connives. This is definitely from New Vegas. I love that. Stolen strategy, beginning your upkeep, exile top card. Oh god, I knocked over TikTok. And some other shit. Oh, and cards. God damn it. Alright, that's actually not great. Those need to be organized. Exile top card of each opponent's library. Till end of turn, you may cast spells from among those exiled cards, and you may spend mana as over. I just exile cards at upkeep. My upkeep. I just steal opponent's cards at upkeep. I'm putting this in Nira, and you cannot stop me. Anguish Unmaking. Love that card. Big murder. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a muster counter on Assemble the Legion. Create a 1/1 red and white soldier creature token with haste for each muster counter. Yeah, it's going in on him. Yes, baby. On him indeed. On him indeed. Whenever a creature you control attacks, it gets +2/+2 till end of turn. And destroy all non-land permanents your opponent's control. Destroy all non-land permanents your opponent's control. So that's Caesar. Hail Caesar indeed. I am very excited to try out this deck. On the 15th, me, Peachy Pop, and Yawgoth, and hopefully OG Show, if I could confirm with him, will be playing an all Fallout pre-con pod in which I will be playing Science. So we're going to look at that next. I'm going to take the quickest of breaks. I need to refill my water pitcher and drink some goddamn water. I am quite dehydrated, and I need to get the smallest snackety snack. It's my super late night snack where I make a tiny sandwich of peanut butter. Right now we have creamy peanut butter, so I add salted peanuts to it for some crunch. And at the moment I have a salted dark chocolate tahini spread that I've been eating with it, and it's friggin' delicious. Sometimes I do Nutella. Sometimes I make it a triple decker, and I do both. So please don't go anywhere. I will be right back, and we will be going over science. Ah! I keep knocking over TikTok. Sorry, TikTok. Not really. We'll be going over science. Okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. Hello. Sorry about that. Oh, just realized my headset shut off. Whew. Sorry that took a while. Oi. So I made a sandwich. It has Nutella, peanut butter, salted peanuts, and salted dark chocolate panini spread. And three layer situation. So I'm going to be eating this as quietly and non-disgustingly as I possibly can. Oh, plate. While we go through the next deck. All right. I have never once opened a pre-con like a normal person. Oh. All right. All right. There we go. Is that how I'm supposed to do it? I'm not rip it apart like a freaking psychopath from the bottom. Oh, girl. This is her picture from the Institute from Fallout 4. I did not dress up as her. I dressed up as her card. And I can't remember who the alternate commander for this was. Oh, Prime. Liberty Prime. Wait, didn't even encounter. So we got that. Box to the side. Here we go. Here we go. Our little... Oh, wait. Got the collector's booster in there. Alright. We've got... Oh my goodness! Just so excited. This is cool. This is cool. Why are they blue, red, and white? Both Dr. Lee and Liberty Prime typify blue mana through their connective and technology and progress. From their connective to technology, connection to techno. Oh my god. Both Dr. Lee and Liberty Prime typify blue mana through their connection to technology and progress, white through their desire or directive to restore order, and red through their recklessness with which that order may be enacted. Wow. Sick. So she's from Fallout 3 and 4. Yeah, she was crazy for the Institute, and I definitely killed her. All right. Collector, booster, sample pack. Let me make sure I don't friggin' Nutella on my hands. Okay. Yes, I opened it with my teeth. I don't want to fucking hear it. Everybody leave me alone. All right. The ad. Hey, Cass, Hand of Vengeance. Sick. I mean, I'm already gonna get this, but this is a full art. So when Cass or another creature you control dies, if it was enchanted or equipped, return any number of aura cards that were attached to it from your graveyard to the battlefield. Attach a target creature, then attach any number of equipment that were attached to it to that creature. I don't know what that just said, but I also don't care. I'll take a fucking board wipe. I'll take an austere command. I'll take it. Yes. Yes. Fuck yes. All right. That makes me so fucking happy. We're putting our collector booster stuff on the side. That's gonna be a good time. All right. So, the science precon is just Guy. It is all about, it's all about energy, which is super cool because I've never played with energy. I've always wanted to, but I couldn't really toy with it on Arena because there's just not enough cards with it. So I haven't. And it's really been it. So I'm very excited that there's now an entire deck dedicated to it, so I don't have to worry about it. So Dr. Lee, everybody's playing Liberty Prime. I don't want to. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you get an energy. I'm in. As soon as that said it, I'm like, all right, I'm in. That's stupid. And there's red. We're putting Feldorn. I'm putting Feldorn in everything. You pay 1 energy, and target creature gets +1, +0, and gets trample and haste until end of turn. So you tap and pay energy to give something trample and haste. You tap and pay 3 energy to draw a card. You tap and pay 5 energy to return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield tap. So you don't have to pay mana or worry about life. Now, Liberty Prime Recharge is the one everybody's got a boner for. Sorry, for some reason, my mouth is very watery right now while I'm trying to talk, and it's weird. I don't know what that's about. All right, Liberty Prime. Oh my god, he's a 5-drop, 2 generic, blue, red, white. He's an 8/8 with vigilance, trample, and haste. And when he, oh my god, when he attacks or blocks, sacrifice it unless I pay 2 energy. Or I could pay 2 to sacrifice an artifact and get 2 energy and draw a card. All right, TikTok, I'm signing off because my phone's about to die. So, bye-bye. All right, TikTok's done. Anyway, that's Liberty Prime. Don't get me wrong. I 100% understand why this is the alternate commander and why people would play this instead, but I don't want to. I think she's more fun. There you go. Paladin Dance. Vigilance Lifelink. You can exile him, and each creature you control that's an artifact or human gains indestructible till end of turn. Delightful. Nerd Rage! When it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards. This is an aura enchantment. It's mono blue, 2 generic. Enchanted creature you have no maximum hand size. And whenever this creature attacks, if you have 10 or more cards in hand, you get +10 until end of turn. This is what happens when you max strength and intelligence. I always go charisma so I could talk my way through the early game. You know, I'm not very good at stuff. Robobrain, War Mind. His power is equal to the number of cards you have in hand, and when he enters the battlefield, I get an amount of energy equal to the number of artifacts I control. And when he attacks, I may pay 3 energy to draw a card. So this is going to be all card draw and nonsense, which means either I could take stuff out of here and put it in Glen and make a very weird Glen deck, or I could add Glen to this. A second copy of Glen to this because I need to rebuild my Glen deck. Robo. Alright. Alright, I'm putting legendary separate. Bottle Cap Blast, improvise, bet, and deals 5 damage to any target. If excess damage was dealt in permanent this way, create that many tapped creature tokens. Sick. It's an instant. Elder Owen Lions. Artifacts you control have ward 1, and when he enters the battlefield or dies, return target artifact creature card from your graveyard to your hand. He's from the Brotherhood of Steel. I legitimately don't remember what game he's from. So he's either from 3 or 4 or 5. 576. But yeah. Azorius dude. Behemoth the Vault 0. Fuck yes. When it enters the battlefield, I get 4 energy. And when it dies, I pay an amount of energy equal to target non-land permanent's mana value. And when I do, I can destroy that permanent. That's great. You and I both know that's going in Ginger. Oh, that's an artifact creature. I'm being weird, and I'm, like, putting things alphabetically because I'm insane. Camp, you fortify. I pulled one of those. Endurance Bobblehead. This one gives creatures +1/+0 and indestructible till end of turn, where... Oh, up to X target creatures get +1/+0. X is equal to the number of bobbleheads. So I think you could have, like, 8. There's 8. There's 8 altogether. Expert level safe. Enters battlefield. Exile the top 2 cards of your library face down. All right. For 1 and tap, target opponent each secretly chooses 1, 2, 3. Then those choices are revealed. If they match, sacrifice the safe and pull all cards exiled with it into their owner's hands. Otherwise, exile the top card of your library face down. Interesting. That's wacky. Intelligence bobblehead. That makes sense. Draw X cards, where X is the number of bobbleheads you control. So you could have, honestly, at max 8. I need multiple copies of this. I have a Guillaume deck. And I have a Ginger deck. And they both have Academy manufacturers. Crush Contraband. Exile target artifact. Exile target enchantment. You could do either or both. I love that. You know how I love me some fucking artifact and enchantment removal. Maybe you don't. I don't know. You might be new here. Tap target creature if you control 3 or more artifacts. Exile. So for 1 white, the existence of 3 artifacts on my board allows me to exile a creature. Any creature. A fucking creature. You've got to be kidding me. This is immediately going into Liaza. Exile target creature. Hey, Source of Plowshares. Its controller gains life equal to its power. Love that. Scry 2, draw 2, and then you get 2 energy. Thirst for Knowledge. Draw 3 cards. Discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact. That makes sense. Ooh. Whirl of Rogue. When Rogue enters the battlefield, create 2/1/1 Thopter artifact creature tokens with flying. Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control, and target creature can't be blocked this turn. I love that. I don't think I know Lightning Runner. Loyal Apprentice has Lieutenant. The beginning of your combat, if you control your commander, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. The token gains haste until end of turn. That's fun. Oh. mix up my creatures and my artifacts? I did. You silly bitch. Which, wait a minute, I'm so confused. I had other creatures. Yeah. Behemoth the Vault 0. Okay. Alright, there we go. Ooh, okay. I hope somebody clipped me crying earlier at Desdemona. I totally forgot. The Glimmer of Genius, Swords of Plowshare. Okay, we already went through those. Whee! Alright, more instances. Unexpected Windfall. Sick. We all know that one. Arcane Signet, still gonna make me cry a little bit inside. Everflowing Chalice! Vault 13 is from Vegas. It's from New Vegas, and you have a canteen, and it never runs out of water. So every once in a while, you get a notification at the bottom of your screen that says you've taken a drink out of your Vault, like 13 canteen. So Everflowing Chalice, bet. Lightning Greaves. Gross. Still like a $5 card. Mind Stone. Okay, I fucking love Mind Stone. So if you have any Mind Stones, Soul Rings, Arcane Signets, Felwar Stones, I will take each and every one of them. I will take Cold Steel Hearts also. So that's delightful. The Soul Ring again, we're in love with. Talisman of Conviction, in love. Talisman of Creativity. I love that they're the comic books. Like, Talisman of Progress is raised by robots. Talisman of Creativity is awesome. Like, it's a writing magazine. Talisman of Conviction is like a sports magazine. Like, Thought Vessel is one of the little consoles. I don't remember what the fuck we're calling them. Oh my god, I'm such a bad Fallout fan. Whenever more one artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, I get an energy, and then I can pay 3 energy to create a 3/3 colorless robot artifact creature token. So this is all artifacts and all token. I'm so mad that I gave my boyfriend my O'Hare talk. I should have fucking kept on to it. It's the alternate full art too that I pulled. I pulled 2 of them. I want to ask for it back. Is that a dick move? He has disposable income. I don't. He might be able to buy another one. I don't know. I don't want to ask him. And he's very much asleep right now, so he's not watching the stream, and he can't secretly buy me an O'Hare talk. How much do you love me? Oh my god, I would never do that to him. Also, hi Jackie. I do accuse him of not loving me when he does things like not get me something that's like literally in the room and I could very much get it myself. Just stupid shit like that. Whenever you control one of our artifacts. Oh, we already read that one. So that's automated assembly line. Brotherhood Scribe gets Metalcraft. So you tap to get energy. Activate if you have 3 or more artifacts, no problem. And whenever you get 1 or more energy during your turn, creatures I control get 1/1 till end of turn. I don't like that. Over Encumbered enters the battlefield. Enchanted opponent creates a clue, a food, and a junk. At the beginning of combat on a enchanted opponent's turn, that player may pay 1 for each artifact they control. If they don't, creatures can't attack that turn. That is so fun. That is so fun. I can't. My friends and I did a pods of the deck over the weekend. I love the energy deck. It really seems quite exciting. I said my husband didn't let me because he wouldn't eat a snack when I wanted to eat a snack. I do shit like that too. Or like just like he'll poke me and I'll be like, you're so violent. You basically just threw me down the stairs. The worst. His reaction every time is, oh my god. The Pride win! This is from Fallout 4. This is the Brotherhood of Steel's weird little thing, and whenever another non-token artifact enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2 white knight token that has... This creature gets 2/2 as long as an artifact enters the battlefield under your control this turn. Ew. It's pretty cool, but ew. Sentry Bot, 1 less to cast for each creature attacking you. When it enters the battlefield, I get energy for each creature attacking you. It gave you so much value. It sounds quite effective. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, you may pay 3 energy. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Bro. I'm gonna abuse that. Okay, I'm very excited. Vault 13, Dweller's Journey. For each player, exile target enchantment or creature until it leaves the battlefield. What was it? You pay 2 life and scry 2. Oh, you gain 2 life, scry 2, and then return 2 cards, exile with Vault 13 to the battlefield under owner's control. Put the rest in the bottom of their library. It's Curie! The murderous French robot. When it deals combat damage to a player, draw cards equal to his base power. Okay. Exile another non-token artifact creature you control. Curie becomes a copy of that exiled creature, except it as whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw cards equal to his base power. I pulled him. James Wandering Day. You investigate X times, and then you could spend... You tap 2 to spend it only on activated abilities. So this is going to go in Abuelo. So I fucked that deck up. I'm so mad at myself. Nick Valentine, Private Eye. Can't be blocked except by artifact creatures. And whenever Nick Valentine or another artifact creature you control dies, you may investigate. I love investigate. The Synth Infiltrator enters battlefield as copy of any creature on the battlefield except it's a synth. In addition, whenever an artifact creature you control attacks, you may pay an energy. If I do, I put my choice of 1/1 first strike or trample counter on it. Bet. The Motherlode Excavator. Yes, bitch. When it enters the battlefield, I choose an opponent. I get an amount of energy equal to the number of non-basic lands that player controls. Oh my god, I'm coming for you, Landfall decks. Whenever the Motherlode attacks, you may pay 4 energy. If you do, destroy target non-basic land defending player controls and creatures that player... Y'all gotta tell me not to build this just to piss off people who hate land destruction. Tell me not to build a mono red land fuck deck. Does anybody have a blue moon, a blood moon? Anyway, the plasma caster. Equipped creature gets 1/1, and whenever it attacks, you get 2 energy. You pay 2 energy to choose creature that's blocking equipped creature. Flip a coin. If you win, exile the chosen creature. Otherwise, it just does 1 damage to it. But it's a 2-drop that you equip for 2. I do, and a Blood Sun. I don't even know what Blood Sun is. I actually don't remember what Blood Sun is. Hold on, now I'm looking it up. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Is that a real card, or do you just fucking make it up? Because I would believe it. Nope. Enters battlefield. All lands lose all abilities except mana abilities. How much is Blood Moon right now? Stop encouraging me to buy this! You just stop encouraging me right now to make this deck. Don't you dare. Don't. Synth Eradicator. Whatever, attacks, exile the top 2 cards of your library. I get 2 energy, and if I don't, I may get 2 energy, so I guess I choose. And pay 3 to tap it and deal 3 damage to any target. Arcade Ganon, draw a card, then discard a card when you tap them. You tap them, you draw a card, discard a card, put a quest counter on Arcade Ganon. Okay? For Auld Lang Syne. Once during each of your turns, you may cast an artifact or human from your graveyard with mana value less than or equal to the number of quest counters on this fucker. That's fun. Counter... And is that counter spell? Counter target spell. You get an amount of energy equal to its mana value. That's delightful. Hey, Red Death. This is such a cute little card because they end up... Everybody's afraid of a baby crab. So the goat is great. You go to target creature. And an opponent... Go target creature opponent controls. That player draws a card. And you add 1 red. That's just... Wait, what happened? What happened? Sorry, I'm trying to put legendary creatures in one pile and just creatures in the other because I'm a crazy person. And it got messed up. And I'm manhandling. I'm just handling these cards like shit. I'm not even like bothering to try. Rex Cyberhound deals combat damage to a player. They mill 2 cards and I get 2 energy. I love that. Pay 2 energy, choose target card in a graveyard. Exile it with a brain counter, activate only as a sorcery. Rex has all activated abilities of all cards with, oh my god, with brain counters on them. That's very funny. Sentinel Sarah Lyon. She's the one that is on the packs. Sentinel Sarah. She's badass. She's from 3. As long as an artifact entered the battlefield under your controller's turn, creatures you control get +2/+2. It has Battalion, so whenever Sentinel Sarah Lions and at least 2 other creatures attack, Sentinel Sarah Lions deals damage equal to the number of artifacts you control to target player. Anim Pakal. Yeah, I'm gonna rip apart all these decks. As fun as they look, I'm gonna end up ripping them apart. Sean, father of synths, this is your son that you have to kill. Hold on, I need a sandwich bite. Okay. So whenever you attack, you create whenever you attack, you may create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of target attacking legendary creature you control, other than Sean. Except it's not legendary, and it's a synth artifact creature in addition to its other types, and when he leaves a battlefield, I exile all synth tokens I control. Interesting. Interesting. Vault 112. Tap up to 1 target creature and put a stun counter on it. You get 2 energy. Pay any amount of energy. If you paid more, 1 or more energy this way, shuffle your own library. Then exile that many cards from the top. You may play one of those cards without paying its mana cost. That's hilarious. Brotherhood Vertibirds power is equal to the number of artifacts you control. Brotherhood Vertibird. Say it. Brotherhood Vertibird. Brotherhood Vertibird. Brotherhood Vertibird. Brotherhood Vertibird. Why can I say that but not my own name half the time? Anyway. Hey! Power armor! When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. Equipped creature gets 3/3, doesn't untap during its controls untap step. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay energy. If you do, untap equipped creature and put your choice of menace, trampler, lifelink counter on it. Sick. Oh! Land. Ferris Lake. Helios 1! Yes, I could pay 1 to get an energy counter. And then 3, tap, pay X energy to sacrifice it. And destroy a non-land permanent with mana value X. Okay. Ostra Command, another one. Oh no. Oh no. Multiple board wipes. Return all artifact and enchantment cards from all graveyards to the battlefield under their owner's control. That's open the vaults. And that's Vault 76. So that's like, that is 76. Takes place in West Virginia. Sorry. Mechanized production. I forgot we were getting a reprint of this. Beginning of your upkeep, create a token that's a copy of enchanted artifact. You gain control of 8 or more artifacts with the same name as one another. You win the game. I don't know what I'm going to put this in, but I'm going to get... Oh, fuck. What is the name of that ring that came out with the last Kaldheim release? And it makes copies of itself. And once it has like 8 copies, or it puts counters on itself, then it makes 8 copies. I don't know. It makes copies. I don't know why. No, I'm stuck on 8. Thank you. Replicating ring. I want this on replicating ring. Would that not be amazing? And by amazing, I mean hilarious if you could pull it off. Very funny. Very funny to me. One with the machine. Draw cards equal to the highest mana value among artifacts you control. Wake the Past. Return all artifact cards from your graveyard to the battlefield to gain haste to the end of turn. That does not say... You just return all your artifacts to the battlefield. End of sentence. I really want to build a deck that floods the board with bobbleheads. So do I! This is a 7-drop spell, so that's pretty fun. Mystic Forge, that's frickin' rad. You look at the top card of your deck, of your library at any time. You may cast artifact spells. Sorry. You may cast artifact spells from the top of your library, and you can tap it to pay 1 life and exile the top card of your library. Sick. Panharmonicon. I didn't know we were getting a reprint of this. I need to replace the proxy in Abuelo. I'm just saying. Oh, it's Sadbot! Oh, that actually makes sense. I forget the name of this Assaultron, but like... I think she has... I think I know who that is. I can't remember her name. I think I know. I don't know. Anyway. Up, Steel Overseer. Put a 1/1 counter on each artifact creature you control. Yeah, it's going in Ginger. Holy fuck. Cliff Chop. Retreat. The Exotic Orchard is great. That could be from 76 or 4. I honestly don't remember. But there is the tiniest freaking ghoul right there. And like these itty bitty little details to me just mean so damn much. There's literally ghouls in the picture. Glacial Fortress. I gotta be honest, I don't remember where that is. Oh, Irrigated Farms. Prairie Stream. Sky Cloud Expanse. Spire of Industry. Pay 1 life. Adult mana of any color activate only if you control an artifact. Sulphur Falls. Temple of Enlightenment. Temple of Epiphany. Treasure Vault! It's my second treasure vault. Wayfarer's Bauble. It's a Good Springs freaking snow globe. Oh. Is each ring a different name? Artifact. Ash Barrens. Buried Rune. Actually, I need that for friggin' Ginger. Command Tower. Evolving Wilds. Myriad Landscape. Mystic Monastery. That's very cool. Path to Ancestry. Razortide Bridge. Rustvale Bridge. Silver Bluff Bridge. Terramorphic Expanse. And then the basics. I have to crack my back. Oh my. Oh, I'm getting old. And I'm like, my body locks up. Because I'm fucking old. Oh. Oh. Bro. Bro, my everything. Alright. Oh, I didn't see the islands yet. This is from Fallout 4. This is a shipwreck that you have to go to. That's pretty friggin' cool. That is pretty friggin' cool. Alright, so those are my lands. Sorceress, Insta-Hearse. I am so... seriously, this deck is absolutely gonna get ripped apart. Ginger is about to get fucking pimped. Ginger's about to be half Fallout, I swear to God. That's 2. Next! The Mothman himself. Let me take a bite. I'm getting better at this. Slow Mothman, baby. My desk is such a mess. Holy shit. Disaster. My whole room is such a disaster. Here we go. Mothman, baby. So, I actually don't know who the alternate commander is for this. I don't think anybody cared who the alternate commander was for this. Actually, yeah, this is the only one I don't know the alternate commander because everybody was so hyped for it to be Mothman. The Master Transcendent. Okay. So why black, green, and blue? Between wisdom and intelligence. The split between wisdom and intelligence cannot be clearer with the wise Mothman and the Master. They still both fall under the blue alignment. Their adaptations to be eradicated landscape are represented with black and green. I get that. That makes sense to me. All right. Our little counter. Gonna go in our little box with our little friends. And we're gonna open the collector booster. Hopefully more gracefully than I did last time. Hey! As I rip it open like a fucking toddler. Oh my god. Okay. Advertisement. All right. Full art Electro Siphon. And a full art Anguish Unmasking. Unmaking. I will absolutely use these cards. I need to put one of these in Liaison anyway, so having an additional one of those is delightful. Bet. All right. Zombie mutant. Tokens are zombie mutants. Those are great. Clues. And copies. Noted. Noted. All right. The Wise Mothman. There we go. Sorry. Oh, are they flip tokens? Ah, yeah. Alien. What zombie mutants? An alien. Oh, and radiation. So these are your commanders. Kind of gross. All right. So Mothman, who everybody was losing their mind for, including me a little bit, a lot of it, kind of. Has flying. It's a 4-drop, 1 generic, green. He's a 4-drop, 1 generic, black, green, blue. Jesus Christ. I always forget. Flying, whenever the Wise Man enters the battlefield or attacks, each player gets a rad counter. Disgusting. Whenever one or more non-land cards are milled, put a 1/1 counter on up to each of X target creatures, where X is the number of non-land cards milled that way. Bet. Sultai Mill. Sultai Mill. Girly Pop, yes. Okay, so when the Master Transcendent enters the battlefield, target player gets 2 rad counters. You tap them to put target creature card in a graveyard that was milled this turn onto the battlefield under your control. It's a green mutant with base power and toughness 3/3. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm so hungry. I have to finish this stupid thing. Alright. Immediately. A mutant. Vexing Radgull deals combat damage to a player. That player gets 2 rad counters if they don't have any rad counters. Otherwise, proliferate. Ew. Could grab Titans, yeah? Possible. Don't ask me. What year is it? Bloatfly! Bloatfly Swarm enters with 5/1/1s, and if damage would be dealt, well, it has a 1/1. You remove a 1/1 instead and give each player a rad counter for each 1/1 counter removed this way. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Infesting Radroach. Can't block, got flying. Because of course it does! Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, they get that many rad counters. Whenever an opponent mills a non-land card with this deck is rude. Is in your graveyard, you may return it to your hand. This deck is rude. Each creature you control with a counter on it has ward 1. You put 1/1 counter on target creature that entered the battlefield this turn. The glowing one, you have to kill a glowing one like all the time. There's always some sort of fucking glowing goddamn ghoul for some reason floating around being a goddamn menace.
shit's just falling on my own. Oh, he's got Death Touch. That makes sense. And when he deals combat damage to a player, they get 4 rad counters. Finn the Fangbearer, am I right? Just picked up this deck. Love the mechanics. Super fun and create some fun havoc. This looks crazy fun. I have all 4 precons. We're just going through them. Although I don't know how much later I should be up. I only stream till 3 a.m. and it is 2:15. Ooh, a Sloth Mutant. Lumbering Mega Sloth. I'm going to assume... I have no idea where this is from. Regardless, it enters the battlefield tap, and it costs 1 less to count for each counter among players and permanents. Oh, cool. So it's a 12 drop. But if anybody has if things have 1/1s, if 10 things have a counter, this comes out for 2. That might be fun in Indominus, if you think about it. Yeet it out of my hand. Into the graveyard. I have Trample. Get it out of my graveyard. Put it back in my hand. While Indominus is out, a lot of things are going to have counters, because that's the whole point of the deck is keywords. There's a good chance this will come out for 2 green. Not that it matters, I don't need it, but that would be fun. Contaminated Drink, draw X cards, and then you get half X rad counters rounded up. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the coven, my new initiate. Alright, so that's an instant. Mutant Warrior, Nightkin Embouchere. Enters the battlefield. Target player gets 4 red counters. Oh, these are from Fallout New Vegas. Nightkin Embouchere can be blocked as long as defending player has a rad counter on it. So if anybody has a rad counter, this asshole can't be blocked. He's a 4/4, so that's kind of annoying. Zombie Mutant Rogue. I'm so glad they made the ghoul zombies. You have no fucking idea. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a spell from among cards in your graveyard that were milled this turn. Tap for each player to mill a turn. He is a 3-drop, 1 generic, 1 blue, 1 black, Rawl Troubleshooter. That's our first legendary creature, too, which is weird because the other decks had like 4 or 5 legendary creatures immediately at the front. It was almost like they knew they didn't need a legendary creature in here other than Mothman, and people would have still been feral about Mothman. A young Deathclaw has Menace, and each creature card in your graveyard has Scavenge, which is equal to its mana cost. So, if you exile a creature card in your graveyard... exile a card from your graveyard and pay it for its mana cost. Put a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to that card's power on target creature. Scavenge only as a source. That's so fun. Hey, He of the Void! I'm loving them. Strength Bobblehead. This one gives X 1/1 counters, where X is Bobblehead, so up to 8. Search your library for up to... Oh, it's Cultivate. It's a Cultivate. Excellent. We don't need to read that. Everybody knows the fuck. Farseek. Get a plains, island, swamp, or mountain. Put it on the battlefield tapped. And then shuffle. I like how it's literally everything but fucking blue. Harmonize. Draw 3 cards. I like that card. Also, the art. It's perfect. It's flawless character choice. Inspiring Call. Draw a card for each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it. Those creatures gain indestructible till end of turn. Nobody tell Gozer this exists. He's going to immediately put it in his Kahira deck, and I'm going to have a mental breakdown. Because I built him that deck, and it's already the best deck I've ever built. He doesn't need to make it stronger. Oh, Rampant Growth. Corpse Jack Menace, but if one or more 1/1 counters will be put on a creature you control, twice that many 1/1 counters are put on it instead. Why can't you be somewhat food themed so I could put you immediately into Gaiome? Oh my god. Putrefy! I have so many of these and I don't know why. I have like 3 sitting on my desk. It's become my poison sauce. I just keep fucking buying Putrefies and I don't know why at all. I don't have enough decks with black and green in them. I know, wild. I love Golgari, but let's be real, I'm fucking Sultai. I know it doesn't seem it at first, but I am so... Here, what do the colors say? Hold up. So blue is about knowledge, control, and perfection. I am a psychopath when it comes to perfection, and all I want to do is hyper-focus on things like earth sciences, space, how things are made, you name it. Maybe it's because I'm autistic? I don't know. Black, power, death, ambition. Come on. My nickname is a honey badger for a reason. I'm a named tenacious little bitch. And then green, nature, instinct, community. I'm basically trying to be a cult leader, and I garden, and I'm a herbal witch. So there's that. Winding Constrictor is a 2-drop snake. All right. Hepetra is getting some ads. Finally. Finally. Since Lord of the Rings, we've gotten a few spiders, a few snakes, and I'm like, maybe I should add some spiders to Hepetra, because I really tried to build her as CEDH, but I really don't want her to be CEDH, so I'm gonna tear so much of it out and reset it, and I miss being able to play that deck. I want to, so yeah. So we got an Arcane Signet. Oh, a Contagion Clasp! Awesome! Soul Ring. Talisman of Curiosity is Wasteland Survival Guide. Talisman of Dominance is... Oh, I think that's one that gives you strength. And then Resilience is, like, awesome, like, artistic writing. Ash Barrens. I'm gonna start with Cool Lands. Cool Lands. Command Tower, Evolving Wilds. Oh, Jason Bright, Glowing Prophet. I don't actually know this character. That looks like 4, but I don't know. Anyway, when a zombie or mutant you control dies, if its power was different from his base power, draw a card. And then Come Fly With Me, which seems very cute. As for 2, sacrifice a creature, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control against flying till end of turn. You do not tap it to do that. You just spend 2 mana to draw a card and, to put a counter on something, not till end of turn, permanently, and gain flying till end of turn. I have never wanted to build a mono blue zombie deck before now, because I didn't think that was a thing I would ever want to do, but holy crap. Merlet Queen. Oh, fuck this bitch. Enters the battlefield, target player gets 2 rad counters. Whenever 1 or more non-land cards are milled, draw a card that put that many 1/1 counters on this bitch. This ability triggers only once per turn. This bitch! This bitch! I've died. That fucking asshole so many goddamn times because I could not see where it was coming from, but like its murder spray would just be all up in my business, murdering my whole fucking face, and it was terrible. Piper! Public reporter. Whenever Piper... there should be black in here. She is entirely too ambitious and too plucky not to do whatever the fuck it takes to get the story. She's Demir. This is wrong. Whenever Piper Wright deals combat damage to a player, investigate that many times. Fuck yes. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. I love that. And I'm desperate about a clue deck, and I don't know who to build. I want it to be an Esper commander, most likely, because that's the 3... those are the clue colors. Let's be real. There's some black now, but Rad Storm. It's got Storm. And it's got Proliferate. That's it. That's the whole thing. Oh, the Storm players. Oh, the Storm players. Here we go. Struggle for Project Purity. It's an enchantment. A struggle enters the battlefield. Choose Brotherhood or Enclave. I choose Enclave because I hate the Brotherhood. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent draws a card. You may draw a card for each card drawn this way. That's the Brotherhood. Enclave is when a player attacks you with one or more creatures, that player gets twice as many red counters. I'm probably going to choose Brotherhood, even though I don't want to, because I hate them. Feral Ghoul. Whenever another creature you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on Feral Ghoul. And when it dies, each opponent gets a number of rad counters equal to its power. I feel like this should go in Conrad somehow. I need to kill more creatures in there. I gotta be honest. There's not enough creatures dying. Hancock, Ghoulish Mare. Each other creature you control that's a zombie or mutant gets +X/+X, where X is the number of counters on Hancock. Ew. And he's got Undying. So all I need to do is just put a bunch of counters on him, which is literally not going to be difficult to do. That's gross. I love that. Oh, Nuclear Fallout. Each creature gets twice -X/-X until end of turn. Each player gets X rad counters. This can go in every single one of my black decks, and I wouldn't mind. I would like multiple copies of that. That is honestly, right off the bat, 100% going in Ghost Ship. It's been sitting on my desk for a while, and I think I've amalgamated enough cards for it that I can fuck with it. Screeching Scorch Beast. Whenever Screeching Scorch Beast attacks, each player gets 2 rad counters. Whenever one or more non-land cards are milled, you may create that many 2/2 black mutant creature tokens. Do this only once per turn. Vault 12. Necropolis. Each player gets 3 rad counters. Disgusting. Create X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens, where X is the total number of rad counters among players. Holy shit. Put 2 1/1 counters on each creature you control that's a zombie or mutant. Bro, I'm gonna have 2 zombie decks. I have Michonne. I'm working on Wilhelt to get back together. That's probably gonna go in Wilhelt because Michonne's... I gotta stop touching Michonne. She's set. Harold and Bob. First Numbins. Vigilance and Reach. When Harold and Bob die, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield. If it's an aura enchantment... What? If it was a creature, return it to the battlefield. If it's an aura enchantment with Enchant Forest... Oh, I misread this completely. Okay, if they die, return it to the battlefield. They become an aura enchantment with Enchant Forest, and you control, and it adds 3 mana of any one color. And I get 2 red counters. And Bob and Harold lose all ability. Lily Bowen, Raging Grandma, fucking delightful. Lily Bowen, Raging Grandma enters with 2 1/1 counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of 1/1 counters on it. If its poet power is 16 or less. Otherwise, remove all but 1 1/1 counter from it, and then you gain 1 life for each 1/1 counter removed from it. Blah. Go read that one on your own. Power Fist. Equipped creature has trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put that many 1/1 counters on it. That is so funny. This will have to go on Michonne, because she's an equipment deck, and that is kind of nasty. Raging Yao Guy. It's got Vigilance and Trample, enters the battlefield with X 1/1 counters on it, and when it enters the battlefield, that destroy any number of target artifacts and or enchantments with total mana value X or less. This very much should go in Indominus Rex. Holy shit. Vigilance and Trample, and it's just in my hand. I literally don't have to cast it. I can deed it into my graveyard, and then I have plenty of ways to take shit out of my graveyard in that deck. So I'm saying. Strong, the brutish thespian, Ward 2. Whenever he's dealt damage, I get 3 rad counters and put 3 1/1 counters on him, and then I gain life rather than lose life from radiation. Amazing. Tato Farmer. This is from Good Neighbor, which is in Fallout 4. It's the town not far from Diamond City. Hello, Draco. For target land on graveyard that was milled this turn onto the battlefield under your control. Excellent. You may get 2 red counters with landfall. You don't have to. Watchful Ragstad. Whenever it evolves, create a token that's a copy of it. So you can evolve it. That's gross. Agent Frank Horrigan. Trample, and when he has indestructible as long as it attacked this turn. Whenever Agent Frank enters the battlefield or attacks, proliferate twice. This is absolutely going in Indominus. 100%, no doubt in my mind. Because why not? Actually, probably not. Destroy non-land permanent and proliferate. What up, Atominum? Nice. Oh, that's an instant. Marcus, Mutant Mayor, has got Vigilance and Trample. When he enters the battle, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, I draw a card. If the creature has 1/1 counter on it, if it doesn't, I put a 1/1 counter on it. Love that. Mutational Advantage. Permanents you control with counters on them gain hexproof and indestructible. That's gotta go in Indominus. That is absolutely hilarious because the next part says prevent all damage that would be dealt to those permanents this turn and proliferate. This is a 3-mana instant rare. There's too much on this card. Vaulted D7, Forced Evolution. Gain control of target mutant creature for as long as you control Vault 87. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It becomes a mutant, and then draw cards equal to the greatest power among mutants you control. Hate that. Yes, the Nuka Nuke launcher. I put one of these in Michonne. Equipped creature gets +3/+0 and has Intimidate. It can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or creatures that share a color type with it, which is going to be complicated because she also has to be blocked. Depending on the attack condition. Whenever equipped creature attacks until the end of defending player's turn, that player gets 2 rad counters whenever they cast a spell. That's hilarious. The Recon Craft Theta. We pulled one of those already, so we're not going to go over it again. Mariposa Military Base. For 5, you draw a card, and this ability costs 1 less to activate for each rad counter. And then we got some of the lands. Fraying Sanity at the beginning of each end step. Enchanted player mills X cards, where X is the number of cards put into their graveyard this turn. Okay. Whenever you cast a spell, proliferate. Inexorable Tide. Probably gonna end up taking the proliferate stuff out and putting it in Will Help, honestly. One or more counters would be put on a creature you control. Twice that many 1/1 counters are put on that creature instead. Branching Evolution, huh? Don't tell Gozer. Don't tell Gozer. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it doesn't have the same name as another creature you control or a creature card in your graveyard, draw a card. Well, that's gonna be delightful in Commander. Hardened Scales reprint. Jesus Christ. Tireless Tracker reprint. Fucking bet. Biomass Mutation. Creatures you control have base power and toughness XX until end of turn. You choose the X. This is what I'm getting upset at. I'm getting emotional at. They picked a perfect card to put the War Never Changes flavor text on. They picked a perfect card. I'm so glad 43 people are seeing me cry over a Magic card. Oh, find a finality. That's fun. Bunch of lands. I got a nesting ground that I put into Indominus. I got a surge foil of it. Temple of Deceit is great because it's vault tech, and that's amazing. It's truly amazing, honestly. Mortuary Mire. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, fuck yes. That's a great card. Opulent Palace, Path of Ancestry, Tainted Wood, Temple of the False God. Interesting, interesting. I care so deeply. I mean, like, literally, I care so deeply about this game. So deeply. Like, this is my most fucking visible. I have other work on my arm that's all black and white, like, whatever. And then I do this. It's all the tattoos I have on that arm. I didn't see the forest yet. Oh. I love this stupid game. Ah! I'm crying over magic cards. I'm crying over Fallout magic cards. Oh my god. I'm glad you love the emotion. I don't like getting emotional, and the fact that I get so emotional over video games and stuff is very strange to me. I need to bite my sandwich. Alright, I tried. I tried not to open this like a maniac. You got emotional over the Transformer cards? Alright. I'm glad I'm not alone. I started fucking sobbing when they announced it. Then I got tagged by so many people. Alright. Collector booster. And then the bestest boy of all time in all of Magic. I mean, okay, maybe not in all of Magic. Selfless Savior is the best boy in all of Magic. But definitely the best boy ever in, like, almost any video game ever created ever. Boost the time! Give me a full art fucking farewell. That's all I want. I've got my Nuka-Cola machine. I know I'm getting more from generous humans who insist on sending me cards. I already pulled this! I now have 3 Recon craft datas. Don't get me wrong. I will use this. I will use one. I don't... Because I can't put it in Guillaume. It's not food themed. Hard no. And I don't have anything else that gives like 1/1 counters. Hey! Full art casualties of war. Yes. I'm at least gonna put that in a fucking sleeve. I should be putting everything in a sleeve. And yet here I am, not fucking doing it. Alright. Let's look at the thingy. With our best boy. Oh, I'm getting so emotional over this one. When I first, my introduction was Fallout 4, and when I started playing it, It was during, like, it was when I was trying to get sober and failing. I had lost a job essentially from drinking myself right on out of it. Also, I had no accommodations as an autistic because I didn't know I was autistic. It was a mess. And it was one of those like 70-hour-a-week jobs for no reason with low pay. So stressed out of my mind. I was sick all the time. I was having seizures from alcohol withdrawal. And then I lost my job. And I had bought a PS4 for my birthday in February, and I lost my job in August. So I hadn't really had a lot of time to play anything at that point. I had almost exclusively been using it to watch TV. But when I lost my job, it was right before I lost my job that I bought Fallout 4 because it had been Game of the Year like a year or two before, and I really wanted to play it. So when I first started playing it, I lost my mind when I met Dogmeat, and he ended up being my companion almost the whole time. Sorry, my nose is running from fucking crying. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So, the alternate commander for this is Preston Garvey. I just really hope he doesn't ask me every 5 minutes to go help another settlement. That is truly what I hope for. Okay, so Dogmeat embodies red, green, and white through his unwavering loyalty, love, and fierce protection. I'm crying over magic cards! Oh my god. Preston's heroic commitment to justice and the defense of his community also places him in this alignment. 100% agree with both of these. 100% agree. Preston is a pain in the ass, but he does care so much. And Dogmeat is the most loyal, beautiful companion, which is why he's Dogmeat, ever loyal. I can't stop crying! It's raining on my eyes. Just here. I don't think you understand how hard I'm sucking it in. So much. Oh my god. I forgot you could see. I forgot you could see the board. Awkward. Anyway. So here's Dogmeat. See if I could get this done in less than 30 minutes because I'm supposed to be only streaming till 3 and I have to like give myself a hard stop, otherwise I won't sleep at all. So Dogmeat, ever loyal. Not making me cry, I can't even read the card. When he enters the battlefield, mill 5 cards and then return an aura or equipment card from your graveyard to your hand. It does not have to be a card you milled. It just has to be in the graveyard. And that the story is making you cry is a very good story to hear. I played Fallout for 2 weeks straight when I lost my job. I went into such a dark damn place. And I had my little cat. She was my little anchor. I love her so much. But I was in such a dark place, and I started playing Fallout, and it became one of those things where I was so not okay that Fallout became, the minute I woke up to the minute I went to bed, I would lose track of time. I lost track of days. I would just play for more than 24 hours straight. Like, I was just in it. And the thing was, no, it wasn't at all healthy, but it kept me from fucking drinking. And Fallout helped get me sober. Like, part of the reason this game is so important to me is because without gaming, I wouldn't be here anymore. I really wouldn't. I was this goddamn close to either my behavior taking me out or me taking me out. Like, it was bad. So, having Fallout and gaming saved my life. It saved my life. So, me getting emotional over pulling Desdemona and getting that preview card, and now, like, looking at frickin' dog meat and Preston Garvey and legitimately crying over magic cards. I can't believe I'm getting this upset. Oh my god. Okay, I haven't even looked at the deck. I didn't even read the second half of the card. It's a 3/3, 1 red, 1 green, 1 white. Dogmeat Everloyal. When he enters the battlefield, mill 5 cards, return an aura or enchantment from your graveyard to your hand. This game does the same thing for me, getting me through literally everything. I do a thing now where if there are nights where I feel like if I don't do something, the something my brain is going to come up to do is drink. I started replacing the nights I would go drinking by going to the LGS and playing Magic instead. Now I stream most of those nights, but days when like my brain is too dark to even do that, I will go to my LGS and just play it out. Play it out. And it every time. Every time. Whenever a creature you control that's enchanted or equip attacks, create a junk token. I honestly might give this deck to Gozer. Alternate commander, Preston Garvey, who just wants you to help the communities. Big same with my brain being worse than indulging in my outlet. Yep. Just gotta fix it. And if that's how we regulate, that's how we regulate. I really like the foiling in this set. It's so good. This is a 5-drop, 2 generic, 1 red, 1 green, 1 white. The beginning of combat on your turn, create a green aura enchantment token named Settlement. Attached to up to 1 target land you control. It's enchanted land. It has enchant land, and enchanted land has tap 1 mana of any color. You make a settlement, you enchant the land, and then you can tap it for any color. That's what that says. So yes, Preston Garvey literally still will not leave me alone about fucking settlements, and now he is determined to populate my entire board with them. God damn it, Preston. God damn it. Whenever Preston Garvey Minuteman attacks, untap each enchanted permanent you control. Gross. I love that. I love that so much. There's trash everywhere. Alright, we got the Brotherhood Outcast. Enters the battlefield, choose 1, return equipment or aura. Mana value 3 or less to the battlefield, or put a shield counter on a creature. Alright. Commander Sophia de Guerre. She's one from space. This is from... Don't remember. She's got Flash, Crash Landing, and when she enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target legendary permanent. That permanent's controller creates a junk token. Immediately my mind went to Abuelo, I'm not gonna lie. Acquired mutations, an aura enchant. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and is goaded. And when it attacks, defending player gets 2 rad counters. How terrible. Crimson Cavalier. Whenever she deals combat damage to a player, create a junk token. Gross. She's a 3-drop. Ian the Reckless. Whenever Ian the Reckless attacks, if it's modified, you have it. Oh, modifications. That was in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Modified just means it's equipped or it has plus counter, +1, +1, or more counters. You have to deal equal. Okay. If it's modified, you may have it deal damage equal to its power to you and any target. Interesting. Bighorn or Rancher. Add an amount of green equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. Fuck you. Or sacrifice him to gain life equal to the toughness among other creatures you control. The green players did not need that. Breakdown, destroy target artifact or enchantment, create a junk token. Alright, that's instant artifact or enchantment removal for 2 generic, 1 green, and you create junk. That's not bad. Gunner Conscript, Trample. Gunner Conscript gets 1/1 for each ornament and enchantment attached to it. I'm surprised that they're green. When it dies, if it was enchanted, create a junk token, and if it was equipped when it dies, create a junk token. Oh, if it dies and it either had an enchantment or an equipment on it, you create a junk token. I don't like the way these cards are worded. I have to be honest. I'm finding them more confusing than normal. I know they replace things with its, but I hate that. Super Mutant Scavenger. When the Super Mutant Scavenger enters the battlefield or dies, return up to 1 target aura or equipment card from your graveyard to your hand. Well rested. Enchanted creature has whenever this creature becomes untapped, put 2 1/1 counters on it. Then you gain 2 life and draw a card. This ability triggers once per turn. Oh, okay. So just as soon as it untaps, you just do that. Jesus Christ, why is this a 2-drop and an uncommon? You just 2 1/1 counters on it every time it untaps. At minimum, that's the beginning of every upkeep, unless you're playing Vigilance, in which case, why would you put this in there? There we go, Agility Bobblehead. This one, each creature gets haste and can't be blocked. Oh, up to X target creatures gain haste and can't be blocked. Okay. And the Perception Bobblehead. Now we got them all. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of bobbleheads you control. You may cast a spell with mana value 3 or less among them without paying their mana cost. Oh, okay. I like that. Silver Shroud costume. Oh, that's from Fallout 4. You dress up and you go find a guy. Enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains Shroud until end of turn. An equipped creature can't be blocked. It's annoying. Ermagerd! Magic cards! Hell yeah! What up? All that glitters. Fuck yes. Ah, it's okay, so this is New Vegas, the Lucky 38. That's baller. I love that. Instant Path to Exile. I'm loving the Path to Exiles happening. I love Path to Exile. I love it so much. Oh yeah, there's a Hardened Scales reprint. There's some good reprints in here. Valorous Stance. Target creature gains indestructible, or you destroy target creature with toughness 4 or more. Ooh. I gotta go to bed. Whenever enchanted creature has menace, you enchant the creature for 1 red. Hey, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the coven, my good friend. Enchant creature, it has menace, and it deals combat damage. It create a treasure token. Oh my god. When I talk, my nose rings vibrate, and they fucking tickle the inside of my nose. It's the stupidest thing. Sorry, it's so awkward. And then when it dies, draw a card. Alright, I can fuck with that. Abundant Growth. Fertile Ground. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, Tap an additional mana. Enchanted creature gets +2/+0. Welcome to Luddy 38, the crowning jewel of the Oasis Strip. Hey. Weird that I haven't followed yet. I mean, it happens where people think they're following you, and they're not. I do it all the goddamn time, especially on Twitter. When Rancor is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, return Rancor to its owner's hand. This gives +2 and trample. We do not need Squirrel Nest. We didn't need it. We didn't need it. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, add an additional green. It's Wild Growth. Holy, there's so much mana utility in here. Jesus Christ. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, lifelink, and trample. Selesnya players did not need that. Arcane Signet. Brass Knuckles. Explorer's Scope. Which, whenever you attack, you look at the top card of your library, and if it's a land, you may put it on the battlefield tab. Are you fucking kidding me? That should go into frickin' Gitrog. Equipped creature has Double Strike, Fire Shrieker, Soul Ring. Codsworth! Yay, Codsworth! Commanders you control have Ward 2 already. Annoying. You tap to add 2 white and spend this to cast Aura and Equipment spells only, and then you tap to attach an Aura Equipment spell you control to a target creature you control for free. Whenever this creature attacks alone, get +X/+X till end of turn, where X is the number of non-land permanents you control. That's idolized. Put this on the bunny corn. Put the bunny corn in here. It's fun. Pre-war formal wear. Enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield and attach this to it. An equipped creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Vault 101 birthday party! You create humans and food. And then you return aura or equipment from your graveyard to the battlefield. If it's equipment, you just attach it, and you do that twice. That is 2 and 3 on the saga. Alright, Duchess, Wayward Tavern Keeper. What up, Duchess? She is also from 4. A lot of Fallout 4 characters. Hunters for hire. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put a quest counter, and then remove a quest counter from a permanent to create a junk token. Grim Reaper's Sprint. We got another Aura Enchantment, and when it enters the battlefield, untap each creature you control. If it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after. Just shut up! An enchanted creature has +2/+2 in haste. Red players did not need that. When Junk Jet enters the battlefield, create a junk token, and then for free, sacrifice another artifact and double equipped creature's power until end of turn. This is an equipment, so gross. Megaton's Fate, destroy target artifact, create 4 treasure tokens. Oh. Deal 8 damage to target creature. Each player gets 4 red counters, so you can choose one. That's pretty cool. For sorcery. Vault 21, House Gambit, discard a card, draw a card. Do that twice, and then reveal up to 5 non-land cards from your hand. Choose each of those cards that is the same mana value as another card revealed this way and create a treasure token. Ranaga, Dissonant Scribe. When she attacks, discard, and if you do, draw a card. Whenever you discard 1 or more non-land cards for the first time each turn, create a junk token. Alright. See, this deck is not exciting me at the idea of playing it like the others did. And I'm not seeing a lot of stuff that I'm like, I'm ripping that out. Because I never play fucking auras, and I barely play equipment. And the equipment I do play, the stuff I want is really already in Michonne, and I kind of gotta stop touching her. She's fine. Enchanted creature has, whenever this creature attacks, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. I don't want them. Strong back. Equip abilities you activate that target enchanted creature costs 3 less to activate. This I would put in Michonne. Aura spells you cast that target enchanted creature costs 3 less to cast. Enchanted creature gets 2/2 for each aura and equipment attached to it. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has base power and toughness 9/10 and has indestructible. It's called Almost Perfect. And you get a 9 out of 10. The Selesnya players did not need that. Armory Paladin's got Trample, and whenever you cast an aura or equipment spell, exile the top of your library. You may play that card until the end of your next turn. Bet. Cage Brawler! I love her! It was Dogmeat and her. Those are my companions. She is from Fallout 4. You find her literally in an underground fight club bar. It's fucking wild. She's such a bad bitch. As long as your turn, Cage Brawler has indestructible right off the bat. That's fucking perfect. Whenever Kate attacks, you and defending player each draw a card, then discard a card. Put 2 1/1 counters on Kate if you discarded a card with the highest mana value among those cards, or tied. I would use her as a commander. Cass, we already pulled that in the collector booster. Inventory management splits. It's got split second. For each aura and equipment you control, you may attach it to a creature you control. Oh, good God. I like that they brought back split second. Moira Brown, guide author. When she enters the battlefield, create a colorless equipment artifact token named Wasteland Survival Guide. Oh my God. Equipped creature gets 1/1 for each quest counter among permanents you control. Whenever you attack, not with her. In general. Put a quest counter on target non-land permanent you control. Yeah, I really want to put that in on him. There's 3 Dog. So we got 3 Dog, which I believe he's from Fallout 3. I honestly can't remember. I think Fallout 3 was the spacey one. Whenever you attack, you may pay 2 and sacrifice an aura attached to 3 Dog. Galaxy News DJ. When you sacrifice an aura this way, each other attacking creature you control create a token that's a copy of that aura attached to that creature. I don't know what the fuck I just read. I don't care. Mr. Gutsy. Whenever you cast an artifact or equipment, put a 1/1 counter on Mr. Gutsy. Already, I hate it for this deck. That's so much. I don't want to play against it. Peachy's going to be playing this on the 15th and kicking my ass. When it dies, create X chunk, where X is the number of 1/1 counters. Excellent. The Pip-Boy. Draw a card, discard a card. You choose one when equipped creature attacks. Put a 1/1 counter on creature or untap up to 2 target lands. I put this on Michonne. I think I'm going to take it out of that deck, though. I don't think I like it. I'm going to swap it. Junktown. The land. Do I run out of lands yet? Oh. Scorched Divide. Alright, Mantle of the Ancients. Return any number of target aura or equipment cards that could be attached to enchanted creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. And then enchanted creature gets 1/1 for each aura and equipment. Okay, so all auras and equipments that can be attached to a creature that you control get attached. So whatever you enchant gets all of it back from the graveyard. That's fucking wild. Whenever an equipment enters the battlefield under your control, you draw a card. Equipment you control have equipped 0 as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. And that's a Pure Steel Paladin. Gross. That's Brotherhood of Steel. Hate it. Single combat sorcery. More Kate. That's Kate. Each player chooses a creature or planeswalker they control, then sacrifices the rest. Players can't cast creature or planeswalker spells until the end of the next turn. Oh, it's a sorcery. It's Storm Herald on crack. Like, what is even going on in this set? This is out. This is a. There's actually some really disgusting things in here. Spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature. Oh, blasphemous act. Fuck yeah. Chaos. Not only did we get a chaos warp, but they did a homage to the art of Chaos Warp of our disappearing rhino friend and did a ragzag fucking being yeeted out of the other side. Heroic Intervention, Basilic Collar, Bloodforged Battle Axe, Champion Salem. As long as equipped creature is legendary, it has hexproof and it has 2/2 regardless if it's legendary or not. Masterwork of Ingenuity. You may have Masterwork of Ingenuity enter the battlefield as a copy of any equipment. Awesome. Canopy Vista enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. Why am I reading that? We all know what fucking lands do. Scavenger Rounds. That one's really cool. I love that. Oh, Swiftfoot Boots. Gotta love some swifty foots. Got Ash Baron, Baron Runes. Ooh, Jungle Shrine. Reliquary Tower. Rogue's Passage. Oh my god, Rogue's Passage is the railroad. Stop. Rogue's Passage is the railroad. You can't do this to me. You can't do this to me and expect me to be okay after this is the fucking treasure token. I'm actually gonna go frame that. I'm literally just saving tokens so I can fucking frame them. Rogue's Passage is the fucking railroad. I have to get off this fucking computer. I need to get off this stream so I can go sob. Oh my god. There's not a lot of creatures in here. Holy shit. There's so few creatures in there. Oh my god. 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 Y'all. Just... Y'all. Okay. I'm gonna move my camera over so you could see my face all big and delightful. Because I know that's what you really want to see is my stupid face. Giant. On my subpar camera. I can't think of words. Alright. Let's find somebody to raid. Let's see if our little Australian friend Ruby is on. Minx is on. Oh, like no one's on. Alright, we're gonna go invade Minx. She's very cute. I have to admit. She's very pretty. I have a low-key crush on her. Don't tell her that. Okay. We're gonna go raid Minx. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Please, everybody, humanly possible, join this raid. Do not embarrass me in front of the other wizards. Oh, you gorgeous humans. Most of you joined. That means most of you stayed. You bad bitches. All right. We're gonna head on over. Thank you guys so much. I will be back tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Or today, I guess, at 3 p.m. Y'all have a great fucking night.
threw my cluster mine. It landed right in it. Oh, he didn't. He ran on the roof. And this guy's completely fine from the cluster mine too. Oh, big raid! Oh my god. What's up, Bujaja? Welcome. Thanks so much for that big raid. That's amazing. Thank you. You know what? That's very cool. Appreciate it. How was the stream? What did you play? How did you game? You game? Thanks again. Oh my god, we're having the most awful Warzone games. Oh my god, they've been so rude to us. So freaking rude. Oh god.
Mosquito.
It's been awful.
Thank you for avenging me. Oh, there's 2 more here. I'm offended every gunfight.
What did you? I can't. We looked at new magic cards on my stream tonight. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for that. Raid and sending everyone over. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And yes, indeed. Have a good sleep. Thanks again. Much appreciated.
Team honor,
Lovely. Oh my golly. Thank you. Okay. So I got the raid.
Yep.
Go to a Wade.
Nope. Oh, nice.
With a Wadey Wade. Cool. How cool, right?
Team on our loadout.
Oh, cool. Oh. Honey, honey. Hello, honey. Never.
I'm gonna keep the, obviously,
Oh, you guys are
keep the fucking
ass.
full art.
This is
Oh, I got
crazy.
2 full arts. Andrew can have one.
Yeah, of course. That would be how our night is going. Kill 3 in a mosquito drone. Kill 3 in a mosquito drone gets me.
So I downed one and got killed by a mortar.
You guys are not sheep carrier, huh?
Wait, what?
I was 36,000 feet in the air when
Excuse me, is there a doctor on the plane?
I'm a
the
doctor.
name's Umstick. Dr. Umstick. Get my bag. Stat. Sweet, creamy relief.
Am I gonna be okay?
I have no idea. I'm not a body doctor.
What? Where did you all get those? Can somebody help me?
I'm sorry about him.
Another day, another drumstick.
We got a Subaru Forester Wilderness to discover all the places that make us feel something more.
Subaru is the National Park Foundation's largest corporate donor.
This is internet that's not just fast. Now get double the speed for half the price with Xfinity Internet. Fast at the speed up, series finales, teenage gossip, and destroying these guys.
With FanDuel, every night is a watch party. New customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets if you win. Bet all the stars with all your friends and tell them that they can get paid instantly. Only on FanDuel. New customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
That was slamming this guy's whole team.
There we go.
So I'm an idiot.
To the city in a broke down car.
Sure, bud. Sure, bud.
I'm grabbing it, I'm grabbing it, I'm grabbing it.
There's nobody over there.
Picking him up. I don't know how to get
I got it, I got it.
Give me a waste of ammo. There you go.
Got one below you.
Thanks.
Or I'm flying
Thank you,
in.
thank
The
you.
only
Thank
one
you.
I saw ping. Oh. Bro. Thank you.
So another one? Like, how many are there of you?
Right here, black thing.
Like 4.
No.
We are playing squads.
Freaking Bay just like left you. You rezzed him and he said bye.
This is a struggle. Hi, Tony. Sorry, I'm in the middle of gaming. Right, Alex? How's loadout? Has anyone ever gotten it?
I got it.
Oh, okay. On the bus, they call the struggle bus. There's people still on the loadout.
Give me a freaking break. Yeah, we are. Look at the freaking UAV. I'm bleeding out. How do I get down so fast?
What's the game like
I think I'm gonna
this?
reset my game after this.
Okay, honey. Okay, honey.
Okay, I'm Nick. Oh, no. Load is still here, yay.
Alright. Nice work, nice work. I go get the ammo refill.
Oh, did we wipe that team?
Struggle group. No, I don't know. I don't know which team it was.
Get to the safe zone.
Everything is.
I think she
awesome.
did. Oh, no, dude, here.
Oh, okay. That's me. I'm landing on the loadout, I think. On the roof.
I'm done.
Two on the roof.
Getting
3 on
shot
the
from
roof!
behind, and I got shot from behind. Oh my god.
And 2 on the roof. Freaking
Yep,
naked though.
I got shot from gas station by a different team completely.
I need some blades. I need some blades.
Pretty sure
Get all this shit off my body.